Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Uh,
Hi, thank you.
mm,
Thank you,
thank
thank
you,
you for
thank you, thank you, thank you.
thank you for making this possible and being here with me today.
Hmm. It's important. You're important. This is important. Bamboo is important. Anarchapulco is important. And being able to be in a good way and help the souls that are potentially going to be coming through is it's equally as important.
It's all so important
Hmm.
when we understand that we are all important because we are all one and everything that each and one of us is contributing
Hmm.
to this incredible event also that everybody's coming to now in February. After everything that's happened here, so much
Mm.
deep appreciation that we can hold space together.
Ab- Absolutely. Same with me, sister. How's the property now? Quickly before we get into the medicines and the ceremony.
The property is amazing. Our team has been amazing. Thank you to everybody who has chipped in any way, visible or invisible, because everything comes in. It's like todo suma, we say in Spanish. It all adds up. It all comes together. It's been an amazing journey, like 6 weeks or 7 weeks now after uh, the hurricane, which was crazy and still is, but the property is thriving. We're full on, we're standing.
Mm.
We are at the lighthouse.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
So everything is good. And for February, it'll be even better. It's
Mm.
just going up, up all the way, all the time. So thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you for making it possible that we're going to share time again here together.
Hmm. Hmm. And how and what an amazing experience to have such a huge hurricane, to see everything sort of go down around you, around the town, and Bambuda still to be standing. You know,
Yes,
just I can only think of one of the main reasons why that's happened is because so many prayers have happened there.
so many.
Yeah, so much healing has happened there. The beautiful service that's a constant motion there, the way that you and Christian live there, the way that family has been raised there, and the ever evolving family of Acapulco, Mexico, and around the whole world. But all those prayers and dedications to moving forward in a different way, and your property is the one that is left standing. So
It's
that is beautiful and such a blessing inside of itself and forever. And we know that there's been many blessings in disguise with Bambuda, but this one I think shows that the work is truly working.
that is big. That is big what you're saying because it is a constant seeding of the seed of love in this space all these years, since 23 years that I'm here as the guardian spirit of holding the space and really making sure that each corner of this space and each stone is
Yes.
held and each palm tree and everything is thriving and all the people that walk in and out of this space. But life put me here for a reason and I'm here to share this with you. Thank you, Bear. So much appreciation. And with all
Mhm.
of you who are going to come and share the space because it is definitely in this major chaos of life in general and out there. We know there's chaos all over the place, but we know there's places, safe spots, safe houses, lighthouses, safe places where we can be ourselves and feel
Mhm.
embraced.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm.
Well,
Ah,
and you and I have been working together for quite some years, which is important for everyone to know that the prayer of what's coming through a lot of different ceremonies you and I have both been in partnership in, and a lot of different ways to be able to help the people that are coming there. And I just wanted to touch briefly and just express how honored I always am to come back home and to work together. There's you when I think, and anytime I'm in just deep contemplation and I think of the strong, true, strong, divine, like warrior spiritual queen it's you. And specifically in the way that you sit and you pray and you're open, the amount of love and heart space that's always cracked wide open for everybody that's there. And also that amount of needing to make sure that the mission is moving forward. And so not being like a lot of people that are constantly in the spirit space. Sometimes they're just way too far up into the clouds and they're not able to root it down and ground it in. And that's where the deepest appreciation and the care that I have for you that comes in is you've been walking this strong way. It's nothing you need to prove anymore. It just is you. You are the lighthouse. You don't need to say it. You don't need anyone else to say it. It's already inside every single cell. And so I just want you to know, sis, it's always an honor to come back home. It's always one of the biggest blessings just to be with you and to have worked together for so many years and to see so many groups that have come through. I deeply, from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you for being you. And I'm always going to say yes. And it's important for people to know the deeper relationships that are happening behind the scenes. It's not just, okay, we have a place to do some work, and okay, we got this guy who thinks he's a shaman, and they're just going to put it together. And so the work that we've both been in for so long and so many moons and being able to weave them together has been a huge space of beauty and deep gratitude in my heart for many years now. So thank you, thank you, thank you. There's nobody I would want to work with together side by side in the same way that you and I do. And my heart is wide open to be able to come and to be received and also to show up in a really strong way. So thank you for being an example of that, no matter what happens ever. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias.
I want to share onto that my deep appreciation and also thankfulness for you trusting the space, for having seen the lighthouse, for in all your travels around, having chosen this place where these energies can merge, where we can work together. I am so blessed because I have received many people, many retreats, many different paths. Bamboo is always open to all paths of life. No excluding of any paths, colors, races, anything, nothing. That's why we're all children of the earth. And I repeat it and I repeat it. And so, yes, and we've had the blessing of having many beautiful people in. And we all know that, working with one or another, it's energies. We're just all energies, energy bubbles. And we're so sensitive to all that. And some energies work better together and other energies work better together. But here in what we're sharing, it's just so magical, because to create magic and to create the mystery and still see the mystery, because life is a mystery to be lived, not a problem to be solved. That I always love sharing that. And being able to share that with you and what is coming up is very, very important, because that is the playground that we're offering, so that we can really just share and look into our souls on a very open canvas. Nothing to do.
Oh. Would you like to talk about some practical things of coming up for the mystery retreat and also grandmother?
Yeah, remember, guys, my gosh, the time is running, so we're nearly going to see each other soon. And on a physical, emotional, mental, spiritual plane, it's like we can say, oh yeah, we'll just drop in and come right into the process, and anyway, you'll receive what you will receive. But it's so beautiful if we can prepare in a little way, even if it's just little things. If you want to really go deeper, maybe you want to prepare a little bit bigger. So however you want to do it, if it's on the physical, taking care of your body, obviously of what you're eating, your habits, your body is your temple, so you want to be really clean. We can make a little list of do's and don'ts if you want, just to have them in case, certain just preparations on a physical body wise, and then emotions also, what's going on from now until we see each other, how we can really be calm and with the mind open on the mental plane, how we can really prepare for what we're going to receive on the medicine level, because there's many different ones and many different things that are going to be happening inside and outside, and obviously with the Great Spirit. So really coming into communion. And so the mystery retreat is a mystery. Let's just really be open for that. But it's happening before. It's happening before the week of the whole event, and the Aya is happening after. So for you, those of you who are coming in after into the Aya, just make sure that during that week you just decide how you're going to play it. Because there's a lot going to be going on, like is food and drink, and if you want to be really clean, it's your choice.
Okay. And it really does come to choice. And with that choice that we have, that's a very powerful space to be in, because you could choose to not. And if we look at this like running a marathon, because that a lot of the time is how ceremony is, it's a marathon. And if we don't practice for the marathon, if we're not in preparation for the marathon, if we don't have our intention of the reason why we're there and why we're going to go through that, then sometimes there can be some confusion. And sometimes the body or the mind can go through more than what's necessary because it hasn't been prepared. And it's extremely important for me, no matter the medicine or no matter how we're coming into ceremony, because there could be the mezcal, there's lots of different ceremonies that happen within the ways that we pray, but the same, everything applies the same exact way. Come in with the proper intention, and the intention doesn't need to be like pinpointed of this is what I'm doing and this is how it's going to happen. And just understand from this point of view of if there's healing that gets to be had, start thinking of what that healing is when it happens in life. Go back to those different chapters, start allowing the subconscious to be thinking about that and thinking about the ways that it's going to be integrated. If it's the food or the drink, then yes, make sure you're eating healthy. Make sure that whatever it is that, if there's anything alcohol wise, if you're going to be working with a teacher that's 1,000 times more powerful than any alcohol in the world, why not give the reference to the medicine that's going to be coming instead of just appeasing ourselves with some beer or some liquor? So it's just an inferior energy to work with when you're going in for the grandmothers or grandfathers, is the way that I like to see it. And so that's going to be the ask for everybody. You have choice. Nobody's going to be forced into anything. But in that choice, with all the years and all the moons that Vistara and I have been in these ways, these are just healthy practices. And it's important for us as students of life and student of these ways to be able to share healthy practices. And so in that, please utilize this and have that as an offering, because it really is. There will be many offerings no matter what retreat you end up coming to. You don't have to choose yes, no. There's lots of different ways that we can come about making sure that you're going to get the actual medicine that's necessary. But please come with the understanding that this is an offering for you to truly step into your greatest self. And in that, being able to switch some of the maybe not so healthy and not so aligned actions that have been taking place for a long time. Start switching them now. Doesn't need to be 3 days before how you'll hear of some dietas. It could be 3 weeks before. It could be multiple months before. It could be years before something big and a big initiation. Because this is actually what this is all coming to, is very, very big initiations. And I'm extremely grateful to be able to be in a space of helping lead and helping guide. And in that, I'm very well aware that I can only do so much, that the medicines are really going to take over. And if you meet the medicines and the consciousness in that way, in a good way, in a healthy way, in an aligned way, they will meet you very similarly. If you meet them with less of respect and less of a cherishing of how strong and powerful they are, well, then they may give you some lessons that are slightly more confusing and with less resolution. That's truly how I feel. And it's the medicines will give us exactly what we're ready for and what we can handle. That doesn't mean it's always going to be easy. And it doesn't mean it's always going to be exactly what we're thinking of. but it will be exactly what you can handle and what you're ready for. And that's where Vistara and I come in, and we'll do our best to make sure that you're able to receive those offerings with the least amount of confusion possible, and the easiest way to be able to integrate that afterward in a healthy, aligned, very fruitful way.
Thank you
So
so much.
that's the offering.
Offering. My name is Chris Shanti Vistara and Bearheart.
Bearheart Saputo.
Nearly to an end of our little sharing here with you guys. Can't wait to see you very, very soon.
The one last thing that I would like to say, and if there's anything else you'd like to share, Vistara, is that not only is the ceremony in itself special because we're merging with the consciousness that has the ability to bring such a very strong focus for us inside of our systems, where nothing else is happening other than what the medicine is doing and how it's flowing through our system. But that's only a part of it. Another big part of it is going to be the love that's being shared. A big part of that is going to be the counseling and different therapy that's going to be happening. A lot of that is going to be just being at Bambuda, being there on the water with all the palm trees and all the years of the growth of all the roots and the love and the ceremonies and the expression that's been had there. And so please know that when you're coming, and you're coming to sit in a good way, there is much more medicine to learn for and to be had other than the entheogenic. And if we're in the work properly, in a very deep, reverent space of being a student, the actual entheogenic space should only be 5 to 10% of what the total knowledge and teaching is. So if we could see it from that perspective, is that yes, it is grand, and yes, it will be extremely powerful, but so will all the other parts of the medicine that are being curated for you, even without you knowing it. So this is going to be a space that is safe. It's going to be a space where you're able to feel free. It's going to be a space where you're in doing so, you'll be able to be in your truth, to move through a lot of what's been happening in life and to be able to be witnessed in that. So that way there could have more presence inside of yourself and more presence of being witnessed. And those are, for me, those are the 4 pillars that create any and all opportunities for transformation: love, freedom, safety, and truth, and all of that through presence. So with that being said, welcome. And
those are that we will be working with in this safe spot. Welcome.
What else would you like to say before we sign off, sister?
I wanted to add on that. I was just worried that it was going to cut off in this Zoom meeting before we were away. That's why I was
Got it.
Our names at the end. I'm sorry, guys. It was the other way around, saying not at the end. But always with joy and always having fun and remembering that the voyage is a fun voyage, even if sometimes it goes really, really deep and it seems like scary. And it's like, oh, I can't get out of there. And oh, this is happening. So much is happening, but it's always going to happen. It's always going to carry on happening. So whatever we do, it's just always going to carry on happening. And it's our attitude to that. So we have this blessing and this incredible opportunity to meet up all together and carry on the voyage together. It's so beautiful to be able to share time together and voyage together for a while. So going deeper and deeper and then rising up high again. It's just so it's an eternal roller coaster. But for me myself, that roller coaster has not been so much roller coaster anymore, because the path becomes smoother, and through the medicines, it is a constant ongoing path instead of just such a, and that is what the medicine will also share, to really find that stability. I thank you all very much. Thank you, Bear. I think we have to cut it off here because it's telling me to shut down the program.
We look forward to seeing everybody. We look forward to praying together, being in good way. Safe travels. We will see you very soon. Prepare accordingly. And thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
Amor, amor, amor.
Amor, amor, amor.